just setting up the last bit. It was a little wonky, probably because this is an older game that has been re-released. See, there we go. We'll see how it goes, because I've never played this. It seems interesting. It has some interesting controls, let's just say that. And yeah, it's the demo version of a re-released game. Let's see, when I tab out, yeah, you can still see the screen, I believe. That's fine, because since it's full screen, the game minimizes more old stuff. So yeah, this is the first official Floorball video game is back. Real teams enter tournaments and really relive the fast-paced action of 2010. That was a bit past I stopped playing myself, but I have played Floorball myself, which is why I'm kind of interested in trying this one out. See how it feels. So let's see what it says. Step onto the court and experience the thrill of Floorball with Floorball League 2010, formerly FBL/Floorball League. The first official 3D Floorball video game originally released in 2010. Dive into fast-paced matches with the real teams from the International Floorball Federation and the Finnish Salibandiliiga. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the sport, FBL 10 delivers engaging floorball action with dynamic arenas and multiple ways to play. You have real teams and leagues, play with authentic teams from top international and Finnish leagues. Multiple game modes, jump into exhibition matches, league play, tournaments, shootouts, or practice in training mode. I'll probably try practice first so I can get a little bit used to the controls. Single player, multiplayer, play solo, compete with friends in local multiplayer. It seems that that's not available in the demo, which is fine. I was gonna play multiplayer anyways. Easy to learn controls. We'll see about that. Make it approachable for newcomers while still offering fun for fans of the sport. Relive the excitement of Floorball in its early digital form. Now updated as Floorball League 2010, and lead your team to victory. Now, I do believe that they do have an editor, which is interesting. Does that mean you could edit in more teams or stuff, maybe? If so, that's quite neat. I do believe that the re-release of this game is in preparation of sorts for the remaster, which I believe they were going to be releasing. That is way too much to read, so I'm not going to read that. But I do believe that they have a remaster on the way. So, right. The reason I say we'll see about the easy to learn controls is because chess cross doesn't do anything when you have the ball as a player. It doesn't do anything, it just exists. And of course with cross they mean X. They mean X, because I play with a I'm gonna play with a controller for the first time. I've never actually played with a controller on stream before, so we'll see how that works. Also, menu back being the share button is it's certainly a choice, I have to say. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And you can't use the D-pad to move around the menus, which irks me. We can't play a match either. Huh. Well, let's practice and we can maybe do a shootout. And yeah, might be a shorter one this. Because if we can't play a match, then yeah. Am I player 2? Interesting. Okay, so I'm player 2. I want to play Sweden as at home for obvious reason. So, is Finland actually rated slightly higher in general? Let's see. Oh damn it. I think so. We'll see, we'll see. I'm busting out my calculator. Because this is important. It's important. So, 368 total for Sweden. 368. Let's see if I remember that. And I've calculated Finland's. I already forgot. Was it 368? Let's do it again. 368. 368. 368. Yeah, Finland has 369, which I would say is nice, but oh, okay, so you can lock to a specific player. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see then. Because there was a few different controls that confused me, and well, I'm often confused as is. So having confusing controls is not going to help me. Okay, we can run, we can sprint. We can sprint. Okay, we have the ball. Oh, okay. Oh. What was it? We sprint. We got 2 referees making sure we are not doing weird stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure about the strafing. Also, can we see the controls? Yes. Let's see. What is it? L2 to protect the ball. That doesn't do much at all, to be honest. Square to clear the ball. You shoot with a circle, right? Wrist shot for triangle. Pass with right stick. Is it? I seem to be shooting with the right stick. And okay. Okay. What? Can we have a new ball, please? Right. What? Yeah, I don't know. It feels very much like you just all the controls do the same thing. And the shots seem to be going basically where they feel like going. Oh! Middle of the goal. That's certainly something. Yeah, I get. Do you really aim shots? Because it doesn't feel like you do. I feel like I mostly just whack the ball and hope for the best. Seems like most shots are just ending up in the middle of the goal. Which kind of which kind of feels off. Okay, let's see if we can do some now that we don't have the ball. Yeah, stick control is right stick, as is pass. But I don't feel like, does stick control really do anything? Poke shaking? What on earth is that supposed to be? Okay, shot blocking. Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear the little footsteps though? Tap, 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 tap. Am I aiming with the right stick after I shoot? So I say shoot, and then I might be. Let's see if it does the same. No, maybe not. Maybe that was just luck. Oh. Oh. Yep. All right. We can't shoot at our own goalkeeper. What rubbish is that? Oh, boo. No automatic wraparounds. What is this? Yeah, like, sometimes using the right stick does stuff. Otherwise, other times it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not sure. It feels like an odd choice to make the controls as they are, and it doesn't seem like you actually aim shots. What dumpy that dude has. What the hell? What in the world? He thick. Okay, it doesn't feel like I'm aiming my shots. I'm just shooting wherever I feel like. Which kind of defeats the point of shooting. Oh, boo. Yeah, there seems to be no difference in like how much power you put into the shots. Yeah, that's is that a pass? I feel like they're all leaving the ground. That doesn't seem like a good pass to me. And they're all aimed at goal. So maybe you can't pass the ball in practice, which is interesting. Okay, let's see if we can dribble the keeper. We can't. Not quite. He didn't fall for it. Because we seem to be doing the same feint every time. We just flap and then we let go of the ball. Can we do a 94 Forsberg? Nah, he didn't. He read it. He didn't fall for it. He didn't fall for it. Why are you hyping yourself up? It's practice mode, mate. Where I can't aim. Yeah, that's it. A little bit iffy, innit? Like, why can't I... Am I just bad? Don't answer. The answer is yes. But it feels like you can't aim your shots. It seems like whatever I do, I kind of end up with shots all over the place. It doesn't seem there doesn't seem to be any real consistency, which is annoying. Let's see. Trying to have a peek at like reviews if someone else is mentioning. Someone's mentioning shooting. The most I can see is like the shooting and camera functions could be better. I don't know, there seems to be a lot of there seems to be a lot of comments about NHL games for some reason, and also a bunch of recommendations from people who don't actually seem to be recommending it, if you read what they're saying, which is interesting. But yeah, like, I don't know, are you not supposed to be able to aim how you shoot? Because that kind of seems like that feels like it's kind of important. Yes, like stick control, what does that mean? Because it doesn't seem to be doing much at all. Okay, I'm not touching anything, and he's idling, right? Then I move my stick back. He seemed to be... Can I please turn a little bit so I can see the difference from the front? Okay. Stick goes backwards. It kind of feels like he moved it. And then he does a little deke. If we go to his left, we shoot. Well, that's not very helpful. Okay, can you pick the ball up faster so I can, do stuff? Okay, if we go to his right, it seems like we're doing the same thing as when we went towards his behind. Oh, going... Now I'm going towards his front. Are there no backhands in this game? Surely. Surely you should be able to. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be. What kind? Well, that's wonky, isn't it? That's wonky. Like backhand shots were my. That was my second favorite. But there doesn't seem to be much in terms of backhand shooting. Not that there seems to be a lot of options in terms of shooting in the first place. Because there seems to be all shots end up in the same place anyways, which is randomly where the goalkeeper is. Or sometimes the goalkeeper moves out of the way. Like I'm trying to move the left stick in all sorts of places, but right now just every shot is ending up somewhere in the middle. And then suddenly I moved my stick back. I was aiming backwards and it went to the right. Went to the right again. Okay. When I press back. Oh, that was helpful. You see that little indicator that the ball was like around the boards but hidden. Okay, let's go backwards again. Okay, so can we do it again consistently? Yeah. So if I aim the stick backwards, we aim to the right. That feels odd. Okay, and front, we aim to the left on that occasion. See if we... Is that it? Is that really it? So back, yeah, we'll shoot to the right. Let's do a couple where we just aim forward to the left. This seems like an interesting choice. Yeah, we shot to the left. And there I'm not sure, maybe I was aiming or pulling the stick back. But it might be that it hadn't reset, or that I didn't have time, I guess. Okay, but yeah. It seems like up is left, or towards goal, forward. We go left. Backwards is right. Interesting. So it's right, and if I go to his left, that seemed high. To my right, that also seemed mid. So I don't think that doesn't seem to be doing much at all. I was wondering if it was like high and low. But it seems mostly no difference. But the backwards and forwards for right and left respectively seems to be consistent. I say that, but it seems fairly consistent. That it feels also a little bit odd. A little bit, because I don't know what the timing is for when you need to. Is it at the same time or slightly before, slightly after? Running and Yeah, it seems like you can. Like, let's see if I can say it. So I'm gonna shoot and then drag backwards. Shoot backwards, and we aimed to the opposite side of where I was trying to aim. Yeah, so maybe it seems to be pretty much the same time, which means you stop to shoot, which is a little awkward. Yeah, I do wonder though. Let's see if we go to. Wow, lots of PP goals. Let's see if we drop in or jump into a shootout. Let's just see what happens. The worst that can happen is I get absolutely demolished by an AI that actually knows how to do stuff. Wow. Okay. Ah, so this is this why? Because it's actually a... It's behind the... Is this the view that you usually have? I wonder. Ooh. Because then it would kind of sort of make sense, I guess. But yeah, like when you have the side camera, forward for left seems odd. Oh, we don't need 4 replays, I think. I don't think. What? No redos. Where's the guy we practiced as? See if we can... Nope. Wait, we can shoot again. Rebound. Oh, he did a backhand. How does he do that? Oh, and then I fall over. Okay, so you basically have to use the right stick to do backhands. The right stick was passing. Ooh. I win. I believe. That depends. How many are we taking? It has to be like the 5th, right? And that's our second goal, so doing it. Goal. Our winner is us. Yay! Yay! Oh, you can't, like, just restart. 3 hits. Ah, right. Right. Is that what it's called in English? 3 hits. It's like a free kick in football, but it's floorball, so you don't actually kick the ball. Is it really called a free hit? I don't know what else it would be called, to be honest. But it's a very it is a very direct, or well, direct is probably the right word. Very direct translation. But it makes me think of something very different. Not, oh, you get the ball because the other team committed a foul. So that's basically what that is. But yeah, that seems to be it for the demo. I'm up, oh yeah. Alternating away up. Chase overhead classic. Can we... let's see what happens if we can actually change the camera angle. Because if we can, that might be making things a lot easier. Aha, there we go. Okay, let's see. Let's try the other camera overhead. What does that mean? Okay, this feels like kind of like a tactical overview. But yeah, shooting is a lot easier when you have that, you know, that angle. What is chase? Let's see, oh, that's very low. That's the penalty shootout one. Yeah, it feels like the shooting probably would have been better off being camera related or relative rather than relative to where the I don't know the player or the direction you're attacking, because like, yeah, it's way easier now to pick where you shoot because it actually makes sense. So I'm assuming it's probably supposed to be played like this. Okay, can I pass it to my goalkeeper, please? Nope. No. No. Okay, let's see. If I stand over here, and we go for a shot. I feel like it stopped a little bit early. Having played myself, you can absolutely fling one of these balls. Let's see if we... Yeah, see... I mean, it's basically a nothing complaint. Run, little boy. And then there was square was clear. But as a straight on goal, I wouldn't want to clear it on goal. Like if I'm defending, I'm like clear. I want to. Yeah, there. That's where I want it. Let's see if we can. And I'm just figuring things out about a game that I don't know. See, once again we aim to the left and we plop it. Yeah, puts it in the corner. That's where we want it. Yeah, I think it would have been nice if you could have like even in the demo, because you're trying to like show off what the game is like. Surely, if you could have at least one other player, so you could practice passing the ball a little bit. Because right now my passing is basically shooting. Wait, what? Okay, so it was lying. Yeah, this controller guide, like pass, it says right stick. It's not. It's not. It's cross or X. Which kind of irks me, because like, you told me that did nothing. You told me it did nothing. Come on. Give it to the goalkeeper. Give it to the goalie. Take it. I'm passing it to you, mate. Thank you. Hang on. Yeah, it's yours. Come on. Thank you. What was the goalie? Throw balls, cross, butterflies. Because it feels like the throw was a little bit weak. Okay, unless he stands up on his own. Oh. So the passes you can absolutely rip, but the shots seem to be the same power. Okay, so yeah, right stick you can actually fall over. So it seems like you can kind of sort of the deking seems to be quite well the same. But right stick seems to be absolutely not passing, but it seems to be rather shooting. Like that seems to be a quick shot. If you just flick the stick up. And then if you go backwards, like up and then forward, you seem to be slapping. So that's, I guess that's kind of one comparison to make to, with the like NHL games. Then again, why not just press the button? It's quicker. And you don't seem to be getting more control over your shots using the stick. Apart from maybe being able to backhand it, but you don't seem to need to. I tried to backhand it there, like drag it back to. I didn't seem to want to do that. But yeah, my favorite move for like breakaways or for shootouts, not as much shootouts because you have to keep moving forward, you can't move back at all, you can't move the ball backwards, it has to constantly move forward. But for like breakaways, my favorite was basically going slightly to the left and then a long sweep and then backwards, or a backhand. It's not really possible to do that here, but basically running along here, hold the ball out to the left to like force the goalkeeper to go that way and then quickly move it to the right, swoop across and then backhand it in. That was my favorite move. It worked sometimes. I wasn't exactly a prolific goal scorer, but I did score a few. So that was my favorite move. My second was basically, because usually I didn't score like tons of goals, and I wasn't really the most technical player, but often like my goals came from either around this area or like from this area basically inwards to around here. That was basically it, because I would sneak around on the right hand side, receive a pass from the left hand side, and just smack it. First time smack. That and what else? Those were basically the goals I scored the most. The second most was basically I was just chilling around the goalkeeper. I tended to do that. Trying to be in his way, annoying him, not falling over, but basically just chilling around, in this area waiting for shots, trying to block his view, because again, I wasn't the most technical, but I was tenacious, let's just say. So yeah, sticking my butt in the eyeballs of the goalkeeper and trying to annoy him, that was basically my thing. So sometimes I got deflection goals, sometimes like rebounds. But yeah, I didn't score a lot of goals from like technical brilliance or like, you know, quick snappy shots after a cheeky dribble. They did happen from time to time, but most of it was just like from this area, receiving the ball from the left hand side, just immediate pow, smack it. But yeah, one of the other common goals that I scored there was basically receiving one of these long passes, sprinting in behind and just smacking it first time. Usually I would receive the ball from those kinds of passes in this area, and it is the first time, smack it. It got to a point where in one game I scored 3 goals like that. One I got the ball somewhere around here, just immediately smacked it. The other, I came from the left, like our left corner to somewhere here, and I backhanded first time smacked it. And the third one, I was again parked in front of the goalkeeper. We had the ball in the corner, and it was basically just, I think it was a shot, and it bounced around and it landed pretty much right where right there where the ball is right now. Around there, I was standing with my back towards goal, kind of like, well, let's pretend that I'm somewhat in the correct position. But yeah, I was stood basically right here. Ball landed perfectly on my backhand, and I smacked it in. And that was all in one game, which is I also scored another one in that game. So 4 goals, the most goals I've ever scored in one game. I think it was the most points as well. Like, again, I didn't score many, neither goals nor assists, but in that one I did score quite a lot. But yeah, after that game, my coach basically said, "Yeah, you're not gonna score a volley goal or a tennis goal, first time shots on a bouncing ball ever again." And then I scored one of those in the next game we played. So yeah, he wasn't unhappy, but he was like, "Yeah, but why did you have to choose this specific game immediately after I said that?" He was a little bit miffed. Not annoyed, but he was a little miffed. So yeah, like again, I wasn't exactly a goal scorer or a goal creator when I played. I was more the defensive player who was tasked with annoying the opposing star players. And I was that for both of the teams that I played for. So I played for 2 different teams. I would have probably just played for one, and if that team hadn't dissolved. So, but yeah, I was basically the what would they be called in like if we were talking hockey terms? No, not really like an enforcer, but I was the defensive forward. I was a centre forward, and yeah, in the second team that I played for, I was the we had two centre forwards. It was me and the club captain, who is also the like star player. So we played a lot. Oof, off the post. We played a lot. Like one of us had to play. But yeah, he did play more than I did, because he could actually score goals and win us matches. I was usually matched up against the opposing first team or first line, or often at least, tasked with stopping their better players. Because yeah, that was what I was. I'm not gonna say good at, but decent at. Why did he move out of the way? That was straight down the middle. You can score own goals. Roll. But yeah, we played a lot, and yeah, it was certainly times. Them good old days. Them good old days of playing floorball. Oh yeah. I do wonder if if you play the game, because apparently the square is supposed to be like a body tackle. Like you basically just smack into opponents. I wonder if that can break the boards, because the boards in this sport is they're not the best, because like it's not super visible. Let's see if we can see it. We'll run back here. Yeah, see that line outside of the boards, and see how thin it is. If you look at the corner, just how thin it is, and that line, the wavy line behind it, that's basically all that's keeping it standing. And if you bump into it, it moves. Part of that is because well, you have to like you have to be able to do just clicking buttons. That's why I'm fumbling my words. You have to be able to basically break them apart and take them away, because we don't really have, or at least when I played, there weren't really any like purpose-built arenas. So you played in basically gyms, like school gyms. So you had to be able to take the boards apart easily and fast, so that you could play other sports like handball or basketball or something like that. Sometimes football as well, indoors. But yeah, they can be interesting, these boards, because like there are a bunch of different sections. You can kind of see it up here, like right where my arrow is now blocking it, but you can see like where it seems I'm standing right between two now, unless I'm moving into it. Like there are small lines. I wonder if that's also easier to see on this side. Yeah, I think they're not quite correct, I believe. Because if you see the lines on the wavy line, the support basically, there are vertical lines, or well, 90-degree angle lines out from the boards on them, but they're not really They don't seem to be in the correct place compared to the lines in the board themselves. Like right behind the stick here. It seemed to be. That seemed to be the like the sections. Also, the corner is way too large. I don't know. Like I said, I'd already quit playing at this point when this game takes place. So there's a chance that they changed it, but back in my days. Yeah, we had way smaller sections, and after every practice, you had to break them down and store them away. Which was fun. It wasn't. They were kind of heavy and in the way. Annoying to deal with. I'm also seeing that right now, an hour in, I see that at times the game audio peaks. I wonder if that's the whistle, maybe. Nope, it doesn't seem to be. Is it the shot that is actually like shooting? Like clap. Is that why it's peaking? Kinda seems that way, but also not quite. Oh well. Yeah. I think my greatest claim to fame in this sport, in my not very long floorball career, was that once I was leading the league I was playing in penalty minutes. That's my claim to fame. Which was kind of funny because before that season, when we were like we had our pre-season meeting where everyone was just like, and this is what our goals for the season, and we're gonna try and be competitive and yada yada yada, from like club and coaches and all of that. And those players were asked, what are your personal goals for this? That wasn't in. What are your personal goals for the season? And some were like, yeah, I wanna score X amount of goals, or I wanna score this many goals, or I wanna win the league or something. And one of my teammates went top 5 in penalty minutes. Turns out it was me. I got that instead. Now, to be fair, if anyone's familiar with ice hockey, in comparison, it's far easier to get penalty minutes in floorball. Like you can get a 2-minute penalty for hitting your opponent's stick too many times. So yeah, and you can also get for raising your stick a little bit too high, which is knee height. You're not really allowed to play the ball above your knees. You also can't touch the ball with your hand, which yeah, I've gotten. The side note, back to when I was playing. That is the weirdest penalty minutes I've ever received. I was trying to block a clearance or how'd that go in? A clearing or a pass or something. I was around here somewhere, or somewhere around the midway line. The opponent was passing it from somewhere around here, and he lobbed it. So it was maybe hip height, and I reached out and blocked the ball with the stick, like the grip of my stick. So I don't know if it's actually, if you can see that particularly well. Let's see if we go to the chase camera, if we can get a closer look at the actual stick. So a little bit underneath his left hand, there is like the black part of the stick ends. That, and up toward to the end or the butt of the stick, that would be the grip. Somewhere in the middle of that stick or that grip, that's where the ball hit, and I was given 2-minute penalty for handball, even though it didn't actually touch my hand, because the referee didn't actually see it hit my hand. He just thought it did. Like for someone who actually got quite a lot of penalty minutes, that one is the most annoying one I've ever gotten, because that was just wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think I've agreed with most of the penalty minutes I've gotten in my short career. Probably disagree with most of them, because of course you don't agree with the penalty minutes you get, do you? But that is the one that I'm like most, yeah, it was just bullshit. Oh wait, I don't know, maybe that one's the weirdest, but the most annoying one that I got was probably when I thought I was in. We had a really shit referee. It's unsurprising, I know. I thought a referee was shit. But yeah, he didn't have a good game, and basically our entire team felt like he's got it out for us, and he's kind of he's calling the game in favor of our opponent unfairly. So we had been complaining quite a lot, and basically when I was heading off after my shift, and just as I sat down, I was complaining, and he was right near where we were, and he basically told me to stop complaining, or he'd give me a penalty for, like, unsportsmanlike, I think it was, which he has the opportunity to do or ability to do. That's fine. So I was like, yeah, fine, okay, very agreeable, as I am, especially with people I don't agree with in the slightest. So yeah, I basically say, yeah, fine, okay, and then he turned around, went away. I was, I'm not going to say seething, but I was still annoyed, kind of peeved. Didn't say anything, actually. And then the referee turned around, blew his whistle, stared me right in the eye, and gave me an unsportsmanlike. And I was like, what the hell? What was that about? Why did I get a penalty? I didn't say anything. And I told him I didn't say anything, and he said, I heard you. And I said, I didn't say anything, so you couldn't have heard me. But, well, he had already made up his mind, so I couldn't really change his mind. Unsurprisingly, complaining teenager cannot change the opinion of a referee. Turns out, one of our assistant coaches had said something, and the referee thought it was me, so I got the penalty. And the coach was like, oh crap. And he was feeling a little bit bad, because he was like 2 years older than us. And the reason he was like assistant coaching in that was because basically all the other we only had our head coach for that game. Everyone else was busy doing other stuff, or ill. They were out, basically. So he was basically just jumping in and helping. So yeah, he felt really bad afterwards and was like, yeah, I'm sorry, it was me. And I mean, I'm not gonna, I didn't blame him, and like, like I said, he was just a couple of years older than the rest of us. So he was like, "Oh crap," when it happened, and didn't say anything. Like he didn't go like, "Yeah, no, that was me," because he was, well, first and foremost, kind of surprised it happened, and then, like, will the referee agree or care? So he didn't say anything, and I got the penalty, and he apologized afterwards, which is like, not like it was needed. I didn't care that much about that. Like I said, I never blamed him. But yeah, that is my most annoying penalty I've gotten. And the handball for blocking a pass with my stick, that's the weirdest one. Yeah, I've had some interesting experiences. What else? Do we have anything else? Any other fun stories from my fantastic career as a floorball player? I don't know. Like there were some funny things that happened in like tournaments and stuff, where so there was like, I can't remember what tournament it was, but there was a group stage, and then after the group stage, everyone went into like a knockout stage, but you had to like qualify, of course. It was the like top 2 teams, I think, and for the last game in one of the group stage matches, we had to, I think we had to not lose to move on to the knockouts. So that was basically it. We needed to not lose. Our opponents, they needed to win by 2. Cue greatness as they are up by 1 towards the end of the game. We're like, damn, we're gonna have to like pull our goalkeeper to play a man up to try and equalize. And then with like a minute and a half left, they pull their goalie just as our coach was about to shout to our goalkeeper to come off, because you can pull your goalkeeper and then you can add another outfield player. It's the same as in hockey, as in ice hockey. And then we're like, oh crap, it's our chance. We have an open goal. All we need is the ball. So of course what we do is I come off, because I'd been out defending, of course, with a minute and a half left. We put on our star player, our captain, our center forward, and pretty much immediately he picks the ball up, chips it over a player, like over his head from around here, picks the ball up around here, all by himself, the entire goal to aim for, and hits the bar, like crock off the bar. And everyone's like, how are you not scoring when you have no one in the way? When he had scored like, I think 2 goals earlier in the game, when he was completely surrounded and had to dribble past 4 players. Now he's all by himself, no one in the way, and he missed. And we're like, no, come on, you have to do it. And then, yeah, like the ball ended up again somewhere around here. He picked it up again, shot again from here. Okay, that didn't help, but shot from somewhere around there, hit the post, It bounced around again. He picked the ball up again somewhere around here, and then finally scored. So we went on to the knockouts because we equalized thanks to his third or fourth attempt at an empty goal with very few opponents in the way. And yeah, that was our star player, captain. He was an interesting guy. It seemed like he was far better at scoring overall, like both goals and assists. He was far better at scoring if he had a bunch of opponents in the way. The fewer opponents he had to beat, the worse he did, basically. Which is interesting. Usually it's the opposite. But not him. Not him. Yeah, he was an interesting guy. Well, I'm assuming he still is quite interesting. I haven't spoken to him in a while. But yeah, fun lad, and yeah, good friend too. Yeah, he was a lot of fun to be around. And well, yeah. Those are basically my floorball stories. From when I was a youngster. Probably where I picked up most of my knee issues as well. Because it's not a great sport for your knees. It's very easy to ruin them. Because there's a lot of explosive stops and starts and quick turns. So your knees take a lot of damage. And the floor, the surface isn't the best to be running around on. Like it's not exactly concrete or asphalt, but it's not as what's it called? Shock absorbent is not not as shock absorbent, I guess, as it could be, as you'd probably need for well, constantly running around on. But yeah, probably where I picked up quite a lot of my knee issues. Old man problems. Well, I've managed to score 80 goals in this practice sessions. I think we can probably call that. I don't think I'm gonna. I'll probably not buy the full game, but I might keep an eye out for. The remaster releasing. I do believe there was one. Let's head on to the Googles. Because I do feel like I saw something about it. Oh. Well, the 2010. Oh. Okay, let's see. Interesting that I don't get the game's website that I found yesterday, which is interesting. What the? So if I have to change my search. Okay, so you have Floorball League 2010. You have the re-release, which is what I'm assuming is what I've just been playing. Yes, auto-playing videos. Lovely. Yeah, so that is the release. They also have on their website a remaster. Full remaster remake of Floorball League 2010 is currently in development. It will feature enhanced graphics, smoother gameplay, female characters. Okay, that's nice. Additional leagues, online matchmaking, a console release, and much more. Coming in 2026. Windows, Mac, Linux, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo platforms. They also have Floorball Practice, which I looked a little bit at that. It seems to be very little about the actual sport. If I'm honest, it seems like a life simulator, but with some floorball activities. Step into the immersive world of Floorball Practice, the ultimate training ground for floorball enthusiasts, built on the cutting-edge Unreal Engine 5. This game pushes the boundaries of realism with ray tracing, lumen lighting, and highly detailed characters. Designed to fine-tune your floorball skills, this early access title offers an open-world experience like no other, laying the foundation for the next phase of floorball gaming. So explore an open world. Travel through a sprawling open world featuring multiple floorball halls connected by a train system. Venture into lush forests to jog or run, boosting your stamina, while taking in stunning visuals across a dynamic weather system with a fully functioning day and night cycle. See what I mean by it seems like more like a life simulator rather than this is about floorball. Unlock advanced animations and shooting finishes to perfect your style. Practice like a pro with objectives and skill-based activities designed to refine your floorball techniques. This is a video game, just to be clear. Practice shooting with customizable sticks, balls, rings, goals, and floorball fields, designed with gear you can unlock and arrange to your liking. Use in-game phone system to order gear, set GPS destination, manage playlists, and more. Choose between male or female characters with options for left or right-handed playstyles. You would hope so. Build your identity with a wide range of clothing. Sticks and training gear available through an in-game currency system. Practice alone or with a friend. Switch seamlessly between first-person and third-person perspectives to fully immerse yourself in the action. Play solo, share the floorball journey with a friend or sibling in local split-screen multiplayer mode. Level up your character as you progress, unlocking new abilities and expanding your potential on the field. Stay energized with a drinking and eating system. It is a life simulator. Yeah, drinking and eating system that adds a layer of realism to your training routine. Licensed music tracks. And Floorball Practice is just the beginning. This title serves as a stepping stone to Floorball League 2028, which is where I was going with this entire thing, which will include full-sized matches, league systems, and much more. Get a head start on mastering your skills before competing on the grand stage when it launches in early access in 2028. Oh, is it a Norwegian developer? I believe so. So Floorball League 2028. The only thing we have is it will feature full-sized matches, comprehensive league systems, and much more. That's it. So yeah, that's basically all there is on that. But that's in 2028. I was going to say that's 3 years, but it's not. It's 2 years, and well, probably a little bit more unless it launches early January, which it probably won't. Okay, so let's see. Floorball Practice. It says it's coming soon. But yeah, it feels very much like a live sim with floorball elements. Also, I'm looking at some of the screenshots and I'm wondering a little bit who possibly could be who's developing this these models because hang on, let's see if I can get that one up. Show what I'm talking about. It's probably easier instead of me trying to explain it. Whoop. Like, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I need to explain myself any further on that front. What I'm talking about. There is a clear focus, I believe, or I feel, on the where the modeling has a. Let's see, how should I say this? There seems to be a clear focus on what model to hone in on and develop to the best of its potential. Right? That's floorball practice. Right. However, I do think I'll just call it. There's nothing more really to explore in this demo, I believe. Like, there are settings, but yeah, I don't think the demo has much more. Well, it doesn't have anything else to experience. So I'll probably just call it and try another demo tomorrow. I'll try another demo tomorrow.